So I finally got to see The Batman. Now, it's no secret, I've been looking forward to this movie. I've talked about it quite a bit in the past on live streams. And the reason that I was looking forward to this movie is because it's been pitched as a detective story, which is something that I've been looking for in Batman movies for a long time. Now, I'm not saying he hasn't done any detective work in any of the previous movies. There's been a little bit, but not quite like this movie. This movie is a crime story through and through. A lot of detective work, a lot of stuff that I liked in this movie that I've seen in comics that I haven't seen in other Batman movies. It really was kind of made for people that are really big fans of this character and the comics that have come before it. There was a lot that I liked, particularly the relationship between Batman and Jim Gordon. This is nothing that hasn't been done before in Batman movies, but in this one, they just felt a lot more like a team, like they really go to crime scenes together and really work together and try to solve this mystery of who is the Riddler and what does he want. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything because the mystery is what really makes this movie a lot of fun. There is a lot of inspiration from the Zodiac movie and the movie Seven. That's very much well felt in this movie, and I definitely liked this take on the Riddler. I thought it was very interesting. Bruce Wayne in this movie, though, is very, very recluse. He's not out there being a playboy. He's not out there putting up this front image. He's never really seen. People don't know him really. That's something that hasn't really been done. I do wish that they would have had him keep up appearances, as they say. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that, but the Batman in this movie is probably one of the better versions of Batman that I've seen so far. Now, I'm a fan of just about all of the Batman movies, but the one that separates this one from the other ones is the fact that this is a detective story. Lots of action. The action is actually pretty good. I loved the Batmobile in it. There's a really good Batmobile chase scene. I was not a fan of the Tumbler in the Nolan movies. This is more of my kind of Batmobile, something that looks more like a car, actually, as you can see right there on the screen. So, if you are a fan of the character, you will probably like this movie, but there are pros and cons. I've talked about the pros a little bit. What are the cons? Well, one, there is some woke stuff in the movie, particularly a line that Catwoman says. However, it didn't ruin the movie for me. I still had a pretty good time and enjoyed the movie quite a bit. I want to watch it again and see if I pick up anything that I missed. Also, the runtime of 3 hours is very much felt. I think that you could have taken 30 minutes off of this movie and it would have moved a lot faster. Some people that don't really know a lot about this character, be it comics or maybe even Batman the Animated Series, are going to go into this maybe a little disappointed because comparing this to the Nolan films, which this movie kind of feels like because this movie is grounded in reality, I think they might leave this film feeling a little bit underwhelmed. This really does kind of feel like people that are really into the detective side of Batman are going to love, but people that watched the more action-oriented Batman movies might walk away a little disappointed, and I don't think that 3-hour runtime helps. I'm going to give the movie an 8 out of 10. The two reasons I knocked down the score, a point each. One, tiny bit of wokeness in this movie, a little bit of talk of privilege, which I don't care for. And then two, the runtime, way too long. I think this movie could have been a lot smoother if they'd taken a half hour out of it. I don't want to get into spoilers. So, like I said, if you're looking for a good, fun detective story with Batman in it, you're going to walk out of this theater feeling good and enjoying it. That's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you watched, I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.